Hey guys, this is Jess with This Tiny Schoolhouse. Today I am going to be going over our watercolor ocean zones. We are doing this as part of our ocean unit study. So one thing I really wanted to do with this new unit study is get us introduced to different mediums of art and learning. So it was really important for me to start doing different art projects and that hands-on kind of thing so that we really learn the material. We have never used watercolors before, except for maybe like the Crayola ones that come with the little book and things. So we were really excited. We got this kit on Amazon. It was about $15 for this kit. And it came with really cool things. So the kit came with this huge palette of watercolors. And then it also came with 12 watercolor paintbrushes. Now I went to Michael's first to try to find the watercolor stuff that I needed, and each brush at Michael's for watercolors was like $5 each in the section that I was in. So it was just way more practical for us to get this starter kit from Amazon. And then I also got this watercolor special paper, and I guess it handles the wetness better. And I think this is 120 pounds. I got this off of Amazon as well. It was about $5 for 30 pages. So here I am just going through and trying it out myself. I can't really tell Emma how to do it unless I know how to do it. So she's watching, Noah's watching. We're all learning together on how to do this project. So I'm just mixing all kinds of colors and trying to make the different layers. Emma is very interested at this point, as if you can't tell. I'm going to show her going through and doing hers next. But she was really interested, and I was just going through and mixing the different colors to try to make the different layers of the ocean zones. There's the sunlight zone, the twilight zone, the midnight zone, the abyss, and the trenches. We are really just jumping off with this unit study, so I'm not exactly sure what it's going to look like by the time we're done. But I know that Emma already likes this a lot better. We were doing some reading, and Emma was having some issues reading. She was getting kind of frustrated. So we took a break to do an art project, and the difference that I saw from us starting an art project versus her getting frustrated with reading was like night and day. And then after we did this art project and broke up that difficult reading section that she was having, she went back into reading and had fun with it too. So I think it's really important for us to start doing more projects like this. I was so excited to see her so engaged. She is dying to do more about the ocean, which is what I really want out of this unit study. It's really important for me that she has a lot of fun with it, because she is not the kind of kid who will really learn anything if she doesn't have fun. So it's really important to me that she likes it, that she enjoys it. Here she is going through and just kind of trying to find her balance with the colors. She's enjoying mixing in the little pods next to the watercolor. I don't know what those are, the little like dry discs that you add the water to, but she's mixing it all in the pods. She said that was her absolute favorite part of it so far. So what I plan on doing with this particular unit, or this particular project, is after it has dried and we get all the different layers separated, I want to go through and write what each of the layers are. On the very edge of each layer, I want to write the depths of each layer so that we can kind of see where we're at and how far down it is. We just did meters and math, so she has a good perspective of that as well. And then as we learn facts about each layer, I want to go through and write it in the layer that is on the watercolor. I will probably use permanent marker. I'll show you guys at the end after I've actually tested it out a little bit. But what I want to do is go through and write all of the facts that we learn about the different ocean zones on this paper, and we can hang it up in our schoolroom for a while. And then if we end up doing more watercolor projects like this, then I think I might even bind it together in a watercolor book, because it would be so fun to have just everything we've learned about an ocean unit study, her own art projects inside. And I think it would be good for her to look back on. And I think that with her being such a kinesthetic project-based learner, it would really work for her to be able to do projects with all the things that we're learning. And since she really liked watercolor, we might just do an entire watercolor lesson book based off of the ocean. So here she's just kind of finishing things up, adding her waters, getting things to blend a little better. She's got the very darkest part down at the bottom. She's kind of tweaking her colors a little bit, and we'll see how it turns out after it dries. to show you guys the general idea that I was hoping for with this, this is the finished product of our watercolor. We have the sunlight zone up here, twilight zone, the midnight zone, the abyss, and the trenches. Now I'm going to have Emma write these layers on her watercolor picture as well. Hers actually turned out much better than mine did. And as we go through the unit and learn more about each of these zones, like what kind of animals live there, what makes that zone special, why it has its own zone, we'll write the facts in the space provided there. And then at the end, we'll have this really pretty watercolor picture of the ocean zones. I just used a permanent marker the day after this dried, and we'll go through and start writing in some facts as we learn them.